favorite tunes. Jeff, you're looking like you're feeling it. Stein, you over there grooving.
You know I love that song.
Everybody, welcome back to The Hook. It's been a second, but we're back. It's a hot day in Detroit, Michigan. The golf tournament has come and gone. And, they've taken down the fences. I can get back on the course if I want to.
Yes, I see they cleaned up your backyard a little bit.
Oh, it's not my backyard, but
Well, you got one of the nicest backyards.
It's a small one. Backyard. It's not that. You look on the other parts of the golf course, they've got a real nice backyard. I got a strip of grass. But we'd like to welcome you all back.
Put a fence around your backyard.
I could if I wanted to.
Oh, okay.
But we'd like to welcome you all, our listeners, back to The Hook.
I want to say something about that golf tournament.
Well, go ahead, man. Today's conversation is just going to be a lollygag. It's going to be wide open. We're just going to talk whatever we feel like, whatever hits our hearts at this time. So Stein wants to open up with the golf tournament.
Yeah,
what about it?
I think was our 6th year. I think our 5th year.
I think this is about the 6th year.
Yeah. That's what happens when you have decent, diverse representation in any boardroom. In this case, we're talking about the PGA and the Rocket Mortgage and all the parties that got together to create the Rocket Mortgage Classic at the legendary Detroit Golf Course.
Legendary.
Well, it is.
I know it.
It is. But when they put that together, having diverse voices, new ideas came to the table that didn't exist at other PGA tournaments, like the John Shippen tournament. It's just simply amazing. They said if you're going to be in the city, it's predominantly black city. It's the only predominantly black city that hosts the PGA Tour, in America. And if you're going to come here, then let's leave some crumbs, and let's uplift the community and not just come and take it all. So they've set up like the internet. They've done all kinds of startups with the internet around the city.
You sound like you're a fan of this.
I'm kind of a fan. The First Tee Foundation got an extra boost of money, and they've left some crumbs because the representation was at the table and said, if you're coming, let's do these things.
So you're saying they're giving back.
They're giving back.
And not just taking.
They're not just taking.
And that's a good thing.
They really, really are.
That's
it's the honest God truth. They really are. It's a number of initiatives. You ought to see how many of the caddies, they've had a program where we ensure that some black kids got opportunities to caddy and do things. But back to that John Shippen. At the time when they did the John Shippen, they take 15 of the top amateur and pro black boys and girls, 15 girls, 15 boys. They get them from all over the country, some in college, some on some trying to make the pro tour, and they compete over 18 holes, I think it is. No, they doing 36, and the winner gets an exemption. That's a hard thing to get in the golf.
Yeah, no.
And to the tournament, so the winner plays here. This year we had Joe Hooks. My man won the John Shippen. His dad, James Hook, and his mama owned the Metro Foodlands for 30-something years.
Okay.
And they were some of the first African Americans to have some wealth, and they joined the golf club. And Joe was raised over at the Detroit Golf Club.
Yeah, and that's all well and fine, and I like that. And this is gonna sound, like you say, it's gonna sound a little racist. And I like what you're saying about it, and I do understand the whole thing about, and there's nothing wrong with it. I appreciate it, but it's just something to me as a black man, as a black person. I don't know how you guys feel about it, and I like to see the young black caddies getting a chance because it's it helps them. And there used to be a program they had out here. I don't know if they still do it, where these the young caddies, it goes toward their college.
Oh yeah.
It's like they put it on the resume and it helps them, when they try to enter college and stuff. But I was watching a couple of weeks ago, maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and there was a white lady out there, and she had a young black caddy, and I don't know if she was calling because she's an older lady, and she didn't know how loud she was calling, but all of a sudden I'm out there, working in the yard, and I hear caddy, and I was like, you know, it's like that old white mentality coming back. I got a black caddy. Get your black butt up here. And the kid, he was attentive. And that could just be me because I can tend to be a racist sometimes. I know it. So when I see these young black caddies, even though I understand it, I appreciate it, somewhere in there it's still that.
Well,
that superiority thing that kind of twists in my side.
Charlie Sifford.
I have yet to see a white caddy out here.
It's
I have
Charlie
yet to see
Sifford,
one.
Pete Brown, all those pioneers.
So forgive me for sounding racist, but it's just a feeling.
They all started as caddies. All of the black golfers in the South.
But there was a time. That's the only way you could. That's the only way you could get on the golf course as a black person to be a caddy, or working in the pro shop, or
but they end up being pros though. From the caddy and the degradation.
And I'm not
if
saying
you read Charlie Sifford's book, y'all saw some of the stuff he went through being a caddy in the South.
We know what he went through.
But he hung in there.
I'm not saying there's anything
he fought
wrong
through
with it.
And it was one of the first blacks. He was the first black to get a PGA Tour card.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm not saying that there weren't benefits from them and that it didn't help them. All I'm saying is I still have that old. I'm 66, so we all grew up with not with the racism that our parents grew up with, but we grew up with some. We were told about it. We've seen it on TV. We've seen it. We've experienced it. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, and it did help. People like these pros, like you're saying. It's just that thing. Just kind of when you see it sometimes, it's like, and I'm happy for the guys.
Well, the invention of the golf court has reduced the opportunity, especially in the rural South and all these areas.
Golf cart?
Yeah. Has took the caddy out for the most part.
I don't want to see him
so
leave.
now you don't see no brothers playing golf. After Tiger, ain't nobody.
I don't want to see him leave.
It's only one or two here and there.
I don't want to see the black caddies leave. I don't want to see them lose their benefits. I don't want to see this program, if they still have it, go away because it's beneficial. It's just a personal feeling I have. I'm not mad about it. It's just kind of like sometimes it's just.
Well, I know where you don't see black caddies.
Where?
That's on the PGA Tour
or
the Live Tour. No. You don't see too many black caddies at all.
Well, caddies making too much money out there.
Yeah, it's sort of like
they're making some money.
They're getting paid now more than they ever used to. But
absolutely.
So I remember when the jockeys start getting paid. Once it got big, the brothers didn't jockey no more, did they?
That's right. we could train the horse, but we couldn't ride him.
Once they started paying them, all of a sudden there was no black jockeys no more.
Well, there was there was a time when
it's really weird, man.
There was a time when
our white brothers and sisters,
electrical pole workers were generally black, and then they started getting a little bit of money, and then that switched over too. But that's how it goes. Anyway, I didn't mean to start on that, y'all. I didn't mean to start on that. We just want to have a good day. We hadn't gotten together.
Excuse me.
Damn, Stein.
That wasn't me. That was Jeff.
Oh, was that you, Jeff?
No, that wasn't me.
I know, Jeff. I know it was Stein. Excuse us, y'all. We haven't had our... Yeah, we hadn't had our alcohol today. And not that we're alcoholics, but we generally have a sip.
That's true.
And Stein had a little bit of water in it.
But I got to get back to this John Shippen. So this amazing tournament, this was the first time we had a local kid win it. And the whole... Detroit Golf Club has the biggest black representation of any major private golf clubs in America. I don't know if y'all realize that.
No, we do now.
Yeah, and they also have had like 4 or 5 presidents. They have a woman now, black female.
Yeah, I do know that. Yeah.
And the thing about it is that because it was such a good idea to have the exemption, Tiger Woods saw what happened at the Shippen and created the Genesis Classic the next year. So the only 2 tournaments where African Americans can get exemptions, a male and a female, to a touring PGA event. The Shippen and it's called the Charlie Sifford exemption. He named it after Charlie Sifford.
So what are you saying that in the other tournaments?
It ain't no more. No, ain't nothing like that happens.
There's no other tournaments. Even if
not a
black player is in a tournament, he can't get an exemption.
No black players get an exemption in no tournament except for 2 tournaments.
Even if they're playing in the tournament?
Well, if you're playing in a tournament, you don't need an exemption. You're in it.
I mean, how
win the tournament.
Huh?
You got to win a tournament to get an exemption, don't you?
Well, no. First, you got to qualify. Go through qualifying
Right, yeah,
schools.
qualify.
That's how you play on the tour. Otherwise, you can't play
So
on
when
the
do
tour.
you, how do you get an exemption?
The only two vehicles is through the John Shipping.
I'm not talking about black golfers. I'm just talking about golfers, period.
Oh, well,
How do they get exemptions?
well, there's a couple of ways they can do it. The tournament itself might have about 4 of them, and depending on the local pro, maybe the best local college guy, they'll do
Right.
that.
So basically, you have to win a certain amount of events.
Yeah, you be doing something outside
to
you,
get
you ain't on
exemptions.
the pro tour. Yeah.
Right. So you have to win a certain amount of events, tourneys, or
Do they have to be
competitions.
PGA sanctioned events?
You know,
Before you
you don't get
qualify?
exemption unless they think to give to that particular event where it is. The only way you get exemption from that event, whether it's in Detroit or L.A.,
Right.
that event does it.
Right. So my question is,
Mm-hmm.
if a black golfer is playing in any of those others, they could get exempt. It's not, only through the Charlie
Playing
Shipping.
in any
Shipping.
other what?
Any other events.
Tournament.
Oh no! Okay, what they
Because
do?
it's not. You make
They
it
got a
sound
couple
like,
of minor tours called the Corn Ferry Tour and the APGA
But the
Tour.
question I'm
Well, that's
presenting.
what I'm saying. This
the
is time- I'm
wait,
gonna
let me
answer.
present the question. The question I'm presenting is, as a black golfer, you can get exemptions from other events outside of Charlie Shipping and the Tiger Woods one. Or are those the only two places that black golfers can get exempt to get into a pro?
Well, they proven to be ain't no other tournaments giving no black golfers exemptions that ain't on the tour. Nobody else doing that.
Okay, I'm lost on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused.
So if
The only way you play in a PGA Tour event is if you have a tour card.
Right.
right, we
Now,
understand that.
otherwise, you have to get an exemption from the tournament to play. And they only let 4 or 5 people per tournament get that. And that's it. So, no.
Now, Quicken Loans, do they provide an exemption for the PGA tournament if you participate in the Quicken Loans golf tournament?
It's not Quicken Loans. It's the Rocket Mortgage.
Well,
Classic.
you know.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
No, but it's not. That's not what it's called. It's
we know, but
important.
All right, well,
Yeah.
you know what I
Apple
meant.
by any other name is still Apple, so
Right, but do they?
That's not
Do
the
they?
name.
Do
we
you
ain't got to
an
get hooked up
exemption
on names right now.
by
Well, but
participating. in the
this is
tournament?
important, huh?
Do you get an exemption for participating in the Rocket Mortgage tournament?
If you participate in the Rocket Mortgage Classic, you have a tour card.
You have a tour card.
That's the only way you can play. There's no other way to play.
Okay, but I'm trying to figure out.
My man didn't have a tour card, did he?
Because the shipping, the tournament itself agreed to this beautiful tournament, and they said, we're trying to give black kids an exposure. They played a week before on this course, especially the men.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
the winner gets an exemption to play in the tour. This was Joe who won the shipping, had never played in a tour event in his life, a PGA Tour event.
Stay on the microphone.
Oh, yeah. Had never played in a PGA Tour event until that. So Joe Hooks, who won it. So that's the way. Pro golf is weird, man. You can't play unless you have a tour card.
We know that.
Yeah, to get a tour card, you do have to win so many events on the underbelly, which is the Corn Ferry and the APG Tour. They got about maybe 4 of them that, that people on the up trying to
So
play.
currently,
Get in the mic, Jeff.
Mr. Hooks is currently participating in a
APG Tour, smaller
all
kid.
right.
Yeah.
in the minor league version.
Right,
of
yes.
the,
That's
golf
you can
tournament.
say that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he's at now. And mostly all the brothers that's trying is starting out there. There ain't no other way to do it. There's no other way.
Well, whether you're black or white, all golfers have to go that route.
They gotta go that route. No doubt about it.
Okay, but you see, now, I was a little
Black or
set
white.
back because you were mentioning, what was it, Charlie Shipping,
The John Shipping tournament.
John Shipping tournament, and what else? Tiger Woods.
Tiger has the Genesis
The
Classic.
Genesis
It's
Classic.
a big tournament in LA. And
Okay.
attached to it is the week before they do the Charlie Sifford.
Okay,
And that's for women, though, right?
Men and women.
Men and women. Okay.
But they do it separately. The women
So if-
15 play and then 15.
So if I were a black golfer
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't play in the Shipping or the Genesis, this is where I got a little thrown off because you
Okay.
made it sound like that's the only two places that black golfers can get exemptions. If I didn't play in those two and I won other tournaments and other contests, would I still be eligible
For
to
an
get
exemption.
an exemption? That's my question.
No.
So-
Not those other tournaments, no.
So they don't. So then, basically, you're saying they disallow black players to get exemptions, even though they win their tournaments or those contests.
No, if you win the minor league tour, you don't get exemptions to the other tournaments. You just win on that tour. If you get better and better, then you go to qualifying school again and you try out and try to make it. The PGA Tour, that's the way it goes.
I'm lost like a mofo. That's why we got you on here, Stan, because I don't know what the hell you talking
We
about.
need you, Lindsey.
I think I explained it pretty good.
Well, you might have to those who understand and play
Yeah, it's
golf.
the minor leages. If you win a minor league event, you just don't go play the big league.
So how do you get an exemption? How many tournaments or contests do you have to
I
win?
think that ain't gonna do it. Only way you can't do it by winning no minor leagues. You gotta win.
I'm not asking you about minor leagues. I'm saying,
Yeah.
what do you have to win to get an exemption? Do you have to win on the pro tour? Do you have to win 12 contests?
If you play,
12
if you're an amateur,
If you
the
participate
amateurs get
in one of these
a
tournaments
shot.
that allow exemptions,
don't all of them though?
Not really. No, they don't be just letting people in these tournaments. Like
No,
I
mean,
said,
but
each
all the tournaments have exemption.
they might have their own
Qualifying.
exemption. The tournament itself, not qualifying. The qualifying is done every week through the PGA Tour.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're learning something here.
So the PGA
Okay.
Tour is how people qualify. And as long as you have a tour card, you qualify for the event until they take your card. Now, they'll take your card if you finish so low consistently for a whole year. Then they only take the top, well, it used to be the top 150 players.
so a
keep stacking
PGA
them.
card will pretty much
You go to every tournament.
guarantee you a qualifying.
Not qualifying.
It will guarantee you a
guarantee
spot,
you
a spot
participation
in the,
Yeah.
in the tournament.
In
in
tournament.
various tournaments.
All the tournaments.
In all the tournaments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until after a year, they evaluate you on that. If you've been in the bottom, and other guys been coming up through the tour,
You can lose your
you
your
can
card
lose your card. That's exactly
just because
right.
you're not playing good that year.
Yeah, especially if you're down at the bottom.
Or if you don't
in the
play,
bottom
or if you don't
150,
play that year.
like it's 150 get a tour card, and they getting ready to eliminate to 100. So brothers really in trouble now. But
But
that's
it's not.
what's going to happen.
But you
So
still
out
you
of
got
all
the
the
live
golfers in the world, only 150 can get a tour card.
Yeah, have a tour
Tour
card.
card.
Yeah,
Out of all the golfers around the world,
out of all.
all the professional golf.
they might as well
Right.
call this the Jehovah Witness. Hey,
Well, think about,
excuse me, Jehovah Witnesses.
well, think
Well,
about
maybe that's why they
basketball.
started to leave.
There's only 15 on the team. There ain't but 32 teams.
Yeah.
Only 15 people.
But
Ain't
that's probably
many.
why they had a live tournament. That's
Well, Live is completely. It's a professional tour that's competing with the PGA Tour.
yeah. That's
It's kind of like the USFL,
Right,
competing
right.
with the NFL.
But the Live got so much money because they had the Saudis backing that they're guaranteeing these guys like about $10 million a year just playing. You don't have to win to get paid.
right.
What?
That's why all the best players are in Live now.
Just to show up. All
At
you gotta
least
do
the
is show
top
up.
20.
They ain't getting $10 million a year. It's just that
That's what they get. They're getting paid.
Everybody.
Everybody.
no matter where you play.
Why you think they ran over there? All the best players are there. Scott from Scotty Scheffler and a few of them, but all the other ones,
Tiger Woods not over there.
no, Tiger don't have to be.
Tiger probably tied up. What's he doing now? He's just sitting on his lawn.
Yeah, he's sitting on his
He working with his son, man.
And see, Tiger, when
His
you
son
when
gets
you
it.
won a Grand Slam, you get an exemption to come to the Grand Slam, even if you're not ranked high in the tour.
Mm-hmm.
You get an exemption. So Tiger,
Automatic.
Is that a lifelong exemption?
no, that's
or
a
just
good
that?
question.
Just that
If
for
it's
that
lifelong.
for so many years.
I think it's lifelong. I really do. But because most of them guys are stopped trying to play in the U.S. Open when they they can't like Jack and all them. they was always there, but they were never qualified when they got real old. And then after a while, they just stopped playing. Now, Tiger, he's still been playing in a couple before he got hurt again. But they was complaining about him, saying, "Mate, shouldn't you just sit down right now, Tiger?" Man, Tiger told that white boy, Colin Montgomery, "I have an exemption. You don't have one. It's my decision to make. If I want to come to the tournament and play, and if I don't qualify, that's my gift."
Well, see, you know what that's about.
You know what it's about.
Tiger done made as much money for them as he can.
Yeah.
They don't need him anymore.
And he's still making money for him.
Yeah, but it's not like before.
Not
So
like before,
they
no.
don't need him anymore now. You did your job. Thanks a lot.
He did a
Now
heck
go
of a
sit
job,
back in the
wasn't he?
corner. Oh yeah,
What an exciting guy. I mean,
it was a good time.
I
for
wasn't
golf.
missing a golf tournament. If he had the red jacket on, he was in contention on Sunday. People was crowded around the TV that don't even watch golf.
Yeah, I watched it. And I don't even watch golf.
Me neither. Since Tiger went out, I peek at it, but I don't.
No,
I ain't gonna watch it
Well,
on
I wonder
TV.
what
This is the only
attendance
time I
numbers
watch
are.
golf is when I'm outside, and I see somebody every now and then get a good chip.
His influence on golf is still enormous as far as.
It was incredible.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just talking about now, even though he's not in the game like he was 10, 20 years, 10
What-
years ago.
Think about it. Think about it. Ali's influence on boxing.
Right,
Jordan, who I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan of, his influence on basketball.
right.
LeBron's. You know, everybody, there's always one person whose influence, Bill Russell, will never diminish. You know, well, it might over time, but he will always have a star
There are
sparkle.
people who don't know about Bill Russell.
Well, Wilt
Our
Chamberlain.
young listeners, they're like, Bill.
Wilt was the best basketball player ever.
Wilt was a beast.
He was
Yeah.
the best, hands
Wilt was a
down.
monster.
Well, he was the only 7-footer in the league, so
No, that's ridiculous. See, people don't
Oh,
know.
man, he wasn't
Well,
the
you hear
only
that.
7 foot.
But during his era,
white boy who was
there
with the
was
Lakers.
more Hall of Famers than there are now playing center. Zelmo Beatty, 6'10".
Okay.
Nate Thurman, 6'10",
who else
6'11".
in there?
Well, that ain't 7 foot though.
Yeah, but come on, 6'11".
Oh man, I know.
I used to
There was a
love
ton of
I
them,
used to
man.
love Chamberlain and Lou Alcindor and Kareem.
Man, it's a bunch of guys.
Lou Alcindor and Kareem
Will,
are the
Willis
same
Reed
person.
was playing when Wilt
Nah,
was
I
playing.
loved them when
All these guys.
when they played against each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Chamberlain and
Lou Alcindor.
Oh, they was battling.
Yeah,
Because Wilt was the
And
only
Bill
guy that
Russell.
could get up there on that sky hook and block it
Wilt blocked the sky hook.
more than once. The only guy, and he was 30-something when he was doing that, 35, 36.
I didn't think anybody could touch that shot.
Man, Wilt,
well, Wilt was a long jumper too, wasn't
well,
he?
he's a high jump
high
champion
jump.
in the Big 8.
Yeah,
High jump champion.
Track and field.
Yeah, he
was
ran
track
the
and
quarter.
field. Yeah.
Big old Wilt ran the quarter, man. Wilt was an amazing
Hey,
athlete.
the big long legs came around him.
Ooh, most big guys are uncoordinated at that age, you know. But Wilt wasn't. He was a different breed. Look, average 50 points a game. I don't care if he was playing against the Sisters of Mercy.
For a whole
you
year.
stupid.
I mean, Jesus
For a
Christ,
whole
man.
year.
You can't even average 50 points in a rec league. He was playing, they only had 8 to 10 teams, and they was playing, he had to play Bill all that time. He was
Yeah.
playing the best.
Yeah.
There wasn't no sugarcoating cats in the league back then.
No, but hey, wasn't a whole lot of
No,
league.
it wasn't.
a whole lot of league back then either.
So he wasn't doing
Average
like
33 rebounds.
wasn't doing like U of M and playing little sissy teams. Yeah, I looked back at U of M's record. I love U of M, but some of the schools they played back in the day, that should have just been an
Which
exhibit.
about basketball?
No, it's football.
Oh, football.
That should have just been an exhibition game, man. Y'all shouldn't keep some of those games. They should not count as a real win toward their illustrious history, But anyway, I think I got a better understanding about the exemptions now.
Right, yeah.
I really wasn't sure about it.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed like I thought you had to play a certain amount and win a certain amount of tournaments or competitions or events, and then you would be exempt from, and be able to slide into the bigger stuff like the Rocket tournament and stuff like that. But, that's why we got you here.
Yeah, golf is probably the hardest nut to crack out of all of them to me.
Yeah.
Well, tennis too, though, because tennis is truly an international sport.
Yeah.
I mean, more than
Well, golf
any
is
other.
too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but tennis is more accessible. than golf.
Well, they're both expensive.
Yeah, but at least tennis, people, you can do it without having to go to a golf course. There's no options about
And you can
golf.
go to the park and play.
Yeah, you can. Golf, there ain't but one way to do it.
Up here in Palmer Park, I don't know if they have classes, but during the summer you drive down Woodward, and then like hundreds of people out on those tennis courts.
Man, they can turn them into pickleball courts. Some of them.
I know, man.
Well, that's the
Pickleball.
That's the Coco golf influence on tennis right there. When you see a lot of young blacks.
Coco golf, that's Serena and
Yeah,
Venus.
that's Serena and Venus, bro.
Coco will tell you that herself. First person she wanted to meet was
I
Serena
know it's
Williams.
Serena Williams, but right now it's
You
Coco
know,
golf's
you
turn,
have forgotten about the Williams sisters?
No, I haven't
Because
forgotten
golf,
about 'em.
Coco.
Coco is
Coco
the
ain't
headliner.
done enough yet.
Coco is the
But Coco's
headliner.
good. Now I like Coco.
Yeah, she's
good.
getting there.
But she ain't no doggone Williams sister.
Not yet. No.
And I don't think
When
anybody.
the last tournament? When the last tournament?
The last one they played now, and they hadn't played in who knows how long.
Yeah, right. It's been a while.
Okay, so they're retired.
About 3 or 4 years, maybe.
I thought they were retired.
Yeah, they retired.
Yeah, so then they.
But Venus still play in some tournaments, do doubles, do certain things. Serena just ain't playing nothing right
Well,
now.
Serena, she's too busy being.
But she
famous
got to raise her kids.
and raising the kids.
She got
yeah.
2 kids. Huh? Yeah, she ain't playing it. And a good marriage, and you're right, being famous.
Yeah,
Serena lives a famous life.
yeah, she.
It ain't a normal life.
Yeah,
So,
Venus is in the background just doing her thing quietly. Serena's like, look at me. I'm here, accept it, appreciate
Straight outta
it,
Compton.
like it or don't. I'm here.
And straight out of Compton.
I got this for y'all right here. When Mr. Williams took the girls, I'll never forget this. We was at Manhattan Beach tennis tournament. This was women's, and they had
Did
Williams.
you say we?
Yeah.
Oh.
We-
Yeah,
Who? We? When you say we?
I was working for the Los Angeles Sentinel Black Voice News, so I was
It
down
sounded
there
like you and
covering the
Serena and
event.
Well, he
Mr.
was there.
Williams.
Yeah.
Go ahead, let me hear the story. We're running out
Go
of
ahead.
time.
Go ahead. Finish your story.
So Venus was about 15 and Serena was 14 or 13, and he had snatched the girls away from the floor of the schools. He gave them 1 year, but they was playing way too many tournaments. He said, I can't do it to my girls. This ain't going to work. I'm going to raise my daughters. He brought them back to Compton, and everybody said, you're foolish, man. You don't know what you're doing. You're destroying your girls. I mean, they lit him up. So in this press conference, they had him up there because Venus had lost in the WTA in the first round in that Manhattan Beach tournament, and they just took that opportunity to go, Mr. Williams, don't you think you made a mistake? Letting them girls taking them away from the Florida people and doing this and that and that. Man, he looked at them and said, it don't matter what happened today. I promise y'all, in 2 or 3 years, both of these girls going to be champions one day. And they was like, oh, look at that knucklehead black guy. He think he's talking, he don't know nothing. His girls ain't going to get nowhere.
And I bet those are a
2,
lot of
3
white
years
reporters,
later,
right?
of course they were. Wasn't no other
Yeah.
brothers in there.
Yeah.
3 years later, at 17, Serena won Wimbledon in 1999. No, won the U.S. Open. Four months later, Venus was, 18, won Wimbledon. First black to win. 4 months later, apart they won. At Wimbledon, he couldn't take it. Mr. Williams jumped up right in front of everybody, said, straight out of Compton. It's my girl. And started yelling it to the top of his lungs. About 5 said all the white people in this stoic English, you know how they get. They're like, everybody,
Quiet as hell.
oh, they was shocked. Because you ain't supposed to say that. You can't yell, you can't do this. And you definitely can't say straight out of Compton.
How come he can't? He said,
Well, I mean, you know how they get. They got
Straight
mad
outta
at
Compton.
Serena because she did the crip walk. They was ready. All the white reporters was ready to walk her out of London. And she was damn near in tears when she came to the press conference because she didn't see the thing she did wrong, and she was shocked. This was at the Olympics in
That's
2012.
because you ain't supposed to be celebrating. Golf and tennis are elegant and sophisticated sports. You can't
did she
do all
that
that.
same
In other words, they're white
at
sports.
the Super Bowl?
I love that Super Bowl.
She did
her
that
doing
Super
that.
Bowl. She
Yeah.
was jamming like a mother.
She was doing that thing because she was saying, "Look, this just a dance. Y'all white folks attaching more to acting like I'm glorifying gangs." And actually, the crip walk was done by a guy with one leg. That's
Yeah,
where it
I
come from.
saw that. Yeah,
No.
yeah. some brother with
His
one
name
leg,
was
one
Crip.
arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One leg, one arm.
His name was Crip.
Yeah, look it
That's
up on.
his
You can
name.
find it up on. You can find it up on the
IPP.
internet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, my man was dressed to the nines.
He
One
was
leg,
dressed to the nines.
1 foot, dropped that, came out on a crutch, started doing that crutch, dropped that crutch and was getting it, man. I saw it. All right, y'all, this is
Saw
it.
that too.
Okay, y'all, that's all we got for today. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Stein, for all the
See how they try
information.
to change our history.
Yes, thanks
Turn
a
it
lot
into something horrible.
for all the information on the golf and stuff like that. That's why we got him here. My man Jeff Lowe, I'd like to thank you for coming through. We'll be back with some more. Stay with us. We appreciate you all listening to The Hook, and we're going to tell you all how you all can subscribe to our station pretty soon and help support us. So stay with us. We'll be back with some more. Peace.
The Hook.